You know, I had a paper from the other day that talked about when LeBron James, he broke the all-time scoring record in the NBA. You see him there. They called him King James coming out of high school, and then he's got the chosen one tattooed on his back. And in the NBA world, he is right there with the greatest, no doubt about it. And he broke a record that stood nearly 40 years that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had ownership of before. But in his defining moment of his life, he was unable to hold back the one thing that's turned me off about LeBron. And I was there when they drafted him in Cleveland. And that's his foul language. And I want to talk to you about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. Now, I'm not just picking on LeBron because it happens with musicians, it's with movie stars, television personalities, you name it. People just let it fly, especially the F-bombs. I mean, they're used as everything from an adjective, an adverb, a verb, a pronoun, or noun, you name it. It's used in every which way. And it's just crass. And I remember back in 2003 when Cleveland drafted LeBron #1 out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio. They took him over Carmelo Anthony, who was over at Syracuse. And it showed you how good this 18-year-old kid was. They had big plans for him in the NBA. I don't think anybody thought he would still be going at 38 years old and still going to go until his son plays, he says. He wants to play with him. But we were ecstatic when he came to Cleveland. But then he left us and we were sad. And he went to Miami and he won his championships. And I was genuinely happy for him to win. But he was sad that he was gone. But then he made this announcement. And I thought he was going to the Knicks or the Lakers. But he comes back to Cleveland. And what happens in 2016, he delivers on what he said the first time. He brought a championship to Cleveland. And for a moment, all was right in the basketball world in Cleveland. Everything was great. And LeBron lived up to his promises. I mean, he did so much for the community. He opened the I Promise schools in Akron to give back to the community. He was open to the reporters and kids. He was always there for them. But when he gave his victory speech downtown in Cleveland, I couldn't believe it. It was just loaded with profanity. I thought, what happened to him? He went the gangster all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. And I'm thinking all the kids that were listening and the parents that were sort of knowing their kids are listening to this. It just broke my heart. And like I said, it's not just him. It's out in every industry right now. I go back to Ephesians 4:29 when the Bible says, "Don't use foul language or foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them." As followers of Jesus Christ, we got to be known as encouragers, not discouragers, and our words matter. And it's not just kids, but to everyone we come in contact with. I'm not trying to be holier than thou, because believe me, I've told you before, I've let it fly. I've had my weaknesses. But I'm trying to live by Ephesians 4:29. The LeBron, when he won it all, he couldn't resist. I mean, he said, "F man," he goes, "Thank you guys," and he did that into an open mic that was on TNT, which is a national network, and he beat the censors to it. And again, millions of people heard it and saw that, and they accept this as who he is and how he talks, and it just breaks my heart for him and for everybody else that they're not careful with their words when they're talking to other people. I'm trying to live by Ephesians 4:29, and I hope that you are too. God bless everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.